Hello everyone, True Zero Emissions here. Okay, so what do we have? Everything's connected. The Wolf box is connected on the Wolf King GTR. We got the Alien Ride sticker. How did I get that sticker? How did I get that sticker right there? I got that sticker because I purchased something from Alien Rides. And I think, if I understand correctly, all the products come with a sticker. So I just carefully took the sticker off and placed it on the scooter because I think it's a really neat sticker. Okay, so in here we have the batteries that power the Tiny's LED lights down there. If you've watched the other videos, you've seen those turn on. I need both hands to plug those in, so I'm not going to turn those on at the moment. This is my meter that's going to measure how much power is going into the charger and into the battery, the scooter battery. Down below there is my, I'll call it a power supply. It's a battery that powers the Wolf box. Down here we have the battery that powers the LEDs, the Tiny's LEDs. So this is the Wolf box. It's a rear view video mirror. I guess we can call it a video mirror. So this is a video screen. And I'll show you how that looks. So see, right now it's a mirror. See that? See how it's a mirror right now? And then watch this. I'll press the power on the side of the power supply, one press, and that will power up the Wolf box. Interesting, it's called Wolf, right? Wolf, like the Wolf King GTR Wolf box. I know. So there it is. And that is my rear view video. And I can adjust what I'm seeing, so I can go down or up. Now watch this. If I swipe to the side, that switches to the front camera. And if I swipe again, it gives me the back and the front. See, that's pretty interesting. And you're not going to believe this only cost around $100 for that whole system. It came with everything I needed to hook this up. All the wires, everything. Even the GPS, unit here. So even the memory card. So that came with the this rear camera here, which is held in place with none other than 3M double-sided sticky tape. Yes, I trust that tape. That's the only thing holding that in there. But that's the only tape I would trust with my camera, because that tape is proven to be really, really great. I've been using it for many years. So what else do we have in here? This bag here was recently purchased on Amazon. It goes up, and there's another compartment in here, and they're on the back. See these little these things here? There's a couple of those that go back, and I connected this, the next one down, to the top bar here. That helps hold the bag up, and the bag's being held to the bar, to the forks. I think we call these forks, like motorcycle forks, right? This is holding it to the forks. And then I have zip ties here, which I like to use. That's something I use a lot. I always use the UV rated zip ties. Very important. That means they will not get brittle over a short period of time. If they're not UV rated, ultraviolet rated, they get brittle very quickly. And then I connected it here. So this is a separate bag that holds, as I mentioned before, it holds a few things. What else do we have? So we still have some compartments that are not even being used. And this is the charger inside here. I'm not going to take it out at this moment, but this is a Roger charger. It's a very powerful, approximately 2,000 watt charger, right? Which is kind of the limits for household when you're plugging into what's called a 515 plug, I think it's called. It's the regular wall outlet, right? 2,000 watts might slightly exceed that power, because I think it's, if I recall correctly, I think we have about 1,800 watts available on a plug outlet, right? This is a 2,000 watt charger, but guess what? This Roger charger, which you can look up on YouTube by just typing in Roger charger, R-O-G-E-R, charger, and there'll be people showing links of how to get in contact with Roger and placing an order with one of these. You can also get something similar from Alien Ride's website. That charger looks a little different, but Roger did mention the website, so I'm going to mention it too. So, and Roger has made videos reference to how to use this charger as well. So on the Roger charger, we have current can be adjusted and voltage. That's 5 volts up to 140 volts, and the current is 0 amps up to 15 amps, which is really great because this scooter, the Wolf King GTR, can be charged, just looking in the book here in the user manual, because I always read the book. And when the user manual says I can use 2 chargers, when it says I can use 2 5-amp chargers, which is 10 amp charging, then I know it's okay to do that. So if I use 2 5-amp chargers right above my thumb here, it's 3.5 hours approximately. And it says customers are required to purchase 84 volt 5-amp chargers. Okay, so it comes with 2 2-amp chargers, which is 8.5 hours. But look how that charge time goes to less than half by using 2 5-amp chargers. Now the chargers weren't available, so I had the Roger charger for a while and I was waiting for the right scooter to use it on. And I didn't realize my Dualtron Storm could have been charged at 16 amps until I watched Ginger on Wheels YouTube channel talking about quick charging. And Ginger on Wheels has, I think, even a more powerful charger than the Roger charger. But he definitely put a link to some chargers that are like 3,000 watts. Now, why would we need something more powerful if the wall is limited to 1,800 watts or 2,000 watts? Because, and this is how I got the Alien Ride sticker, because we can now charge at level 2 charging stations. A lot of people in micromobility do this already. And this is the charger adapter that I purchased from Alien Rides. You can get something similar to this, you know, on AliExpress, on Amazon. There's many options. Now, even though this is a 110 plug, this is very important what I'm going to say right now. Do not plug your stock charger into this. If you have a regular 110 volt charger, even though that plug looks like 110, this entire plug is 240. So this is 240 going in. This is called the J1772. That's what you plug into a charging station, a level 2 charging station, right? So, you know, if you go to, if you find a level 2 charging station, there's an app called PlugShare, and you can set the filters on there to choose what you want to look for. And a lot of these chargers require memberships and things like this, so that's, you know, but to me it's better to join a membership if you have to than walk the scooter home. That's what I'm thinking, right? And that can be done in some cases. In some cases it can't be done because the scooter is just too heavy to walk home and it's too far. But if there's a charging station, that gives another option, right? So this connects to a J1772, and then this side, if I recall correctly, is called a 5-15. That's a regular plug, and that's the same plug that we have in our in the wall, right? That's the kind of plug I have, and that's what most houses have, at least here in the USA, in America, the United States of America. And so this charger here will plug in to this on this side, and then this plugs into the level 2 charging station, and then I plug in the charger to my battery. Now there's a process and of a way of doing this that's very important, and I'll make a separate video on that as I do it. I'll actually show step by step of that process. It's very important that it's done correctly. And it could be said that this is for advanced users, but I don't consider myself an advanced user. I consider myself a beginner. But I just have patience and take my time with the steps. I do the steps slowly. That's why I had the charger for a year before I used it. I was in no hurry to start using that charger. But when I got this scooter, I said, now it's time to use it. Because the user manual says I can charge at 10 amps, and there's no charger available for the scooter, right? I couldn't get a fast charger. I mean, it was just the charger that came with it. I didn't want to charge at 4 amps, though. If the book's telling me I can use 2 5-amp chargers, I want to use 2 5-amp chargers. That's why I said, now it's time to use this charger, because I don't see any other option. It has these new plugs, so I was willing to cut the cords on my chargers that came with the scooter. These chargers came with the scooter, so that the correct plugs. I could not locate the plugs. I didn't know what they were called. I couldn't find the exact same plug. So I just used those plugs. I'm very comfortable soldering because I've had remote control 1/10 scale and 1/8 scale electric cars, the little ones, for in the past for many years, and I'm comfortable with soldering and things like this with wires. So I was comfortable connecting those plugs, and I checked the polarity very often and very carefully to make sure everything was correct. So polarity is just the plus and the minus. So on this one, the top one is not being used. As you can see, there's no metal in the top one, but the bottom two are being used. So one of those is a plus and one's a minus, and I don't know which is which at the moment. But both of these connect to the same battery. So I connected both those wires into the charger's one outlet, and it works very well because I've charged it already. I tried charging it at 10 amps and it worked great, and nothing got warm, not even warm. So the battery can probably even handle more power, but I'm not going to do that at this time. So there it is, everyone. I just wanted to share the way I have this set up. I think I showed everything. I showed the charge adapter, and I'm also I'm going to have a little extra wire in here that will go to the to that little this extra wire is going to go from my adapter to my meter that reads the power, because I cannot plug my meter directly into this, my meter that reads the power, into this directly, because this door is in the way, right? This door right here, and I don't want to take that off because it protects that plug. So by using this to go from here to my little meter up here, this meter, it'll now work. And I'll show you which one I chose on this one. Let's see if we can find a model name here. Well, I don't know if it's showing a model name on this. Because there was many choices. I think this was from Amazon. Anyway, if you see something similar to this, it may say, maybe it says it when it's powered up. Here's another one. No, I don't see anything on there. Interesting. Maybe there's a sticker that belongs on there and I didn't put it on or something. But anyway, everyone, that's my video for the moment, and happy to share this with you. So I'll be able to, oh, and by the way, the reason I can plug the Roger charger into a level 2 charging station is because the Roger charger is auto sensing. That's what it's called, auto sensing. Auto sensing means it automatically adjusts to the voltage you plug it into. So if I plug it into 110, 120, or 220 or 240, it will adjust to that voltage and give the proper power to the charger. I mean, to the scooter's battery. So it automatically does that, which is great. That's very important to be aware of that, because a lot of people were plugging in their 110 volt chargers into these adapters. There's many YouTube videos on this, thinking that this converts the power to what their charger needs. It doesn't. This is just the plug adapter that makes it so you can plug in. The charger has to be equipped, built in, and able to adjust between 110 and 220. Sometimes that is a switch that is manually pushed between 110 and 220, or 110 and 240, or 120 and 240, right? You switch it manually, you have to use like a screwdriver or a tool to push it in or up or down, right? This is auto sensing it just by itself. It does the work for you. So I do recommend the Roger charger. I've been using it now with great success to charge the scooter. And a lot of people that use that charger, I haven't heard anything negative about it. Only positive things about Roger himself and about the charger. Okay, everyone, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.